depending on a lot of things. You done? Oh, yeah, that's going well. I'm gonna have to fight that, aren't I? Nice.
Destroy the Covenant army.
I can't wait for that to backfire.
You there. I will cloak you in shadow. Enter the...
Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore, and this is Elder Scrolls Online. So, I'm not going to do the standard thing I usually do with these, where I start from the very beginning and work through there and on like that. One, because the likelihood of me being able to touch even a tenth of the contents for this game is ridiculous. This game has a ton. But Elder Scrolls Online, I wanted to share just with you because I've been enjoying it, playing it on my own time, and figured I should do some recordings while I play, and kind of give you an idea of what the game's like. So as you can see, the graphics are what you'd expect. Bethesda-wise, they're not bad. Kind of remind me of Oblivion, maybe Skyrim, still level of graphics. But that's that's what you'd expect from it. Not really much better there. You can play with people, or you can play solo. Character-wise, you can create multiple characters, and you get a little idea of like what the characters could look like with like no gear, novice gear, champion gear, all that. Male and female, you get options. When you start, you get to pick a race: Breton, Orc, Redguard, High Elf, Wood Elf, Khajiit. And looks like Imperial is something that I don't own, but it's another option. But I don't own that one. Now, depending on which one you pick, it places you in a different alliance. We've got the Ebonheart Pact, the Aldmari Dominion, which you'll never see me playing as, almost certainly, because I can't stand these pricks. Mainly, I can't stand the High Elves. The other ones, the Wood Elves and the Khajiit, I'm okay with. It's mostly the High Elves I have some issue with, mostly because they're a bunch of stuck-up pricks that make the Nazis look pale in comparison at times with how they view the other races. Anyway. That's probably a little too political to want to get into. I'm not going to go further with that. Either way, I don't like the High Elves. If you ever talk to them in game, you'll understand why. Or if you've played Skyrim and been attacked by the Aldmari Dominion ad nauseum, you probably understand why. But, so yeah, you pick your race, male and female. You can design them. So these three end up in this one, these three end up in this one, these three end up in this one. And ultimately, this doesn't matter much. You get some slight racial stats with your skill area and a few other things, but for the most part, it doesn't matter. Then you go into class. You got Dragon Knight, Sorcerer, Nightblade, Templar, Warden, and Necromancer. I haven't really tried most of these. There's also Arcanist, which I have because I have the Premium Edition. I should get into that real quick. So, there's the Standard Edition, which has like the Morrowind chapter right now, and a few other things. Premium Edition comes with all these other chapters they've released over the years, and also comes with the Arcanist class and a few other things like that. So it doesn't even the Premium Edition doesn't come with everything though. Either, as you saw, I didn't have the Imperials, so there's still other things you can buy. But you don't have to, and honestly, you have more content in probably most of this than most people are going to be playing anyway. There's a lot in this game. I also want to note that with some of the other things there, mostly how this handles your class will change what abilities you have access to. So, because it's a little different than their standard Elder Scrolls game in that regard of like, you can just do whatever. It's once you pick a class, you've kind of got, like, if I pick Templar, I've got Templar-related spells. And if you're playing solo like I do, I kind of recommend the Templar, mostly because they are good at damage dealing and healing. So they can self-heal and do damage. But you could pick any of these, you just may have to rely more on potions and other things to keep yourself going, if you're playing solo. Body-wise, you get all of this stuff you can adjust. Yeah, just to give you an idea of the body builds. It can really swing all over the place. Torso size, shoulders, gut, all that. Some of these things you don't really see a whole lot of difference. Others you do. But you can personalize the character, but my wife tried to make, like, the ugliest character she could for fun, and found it a little tricky, because the fact is they make these fairly standard color, like, design-wise, for what you can actually pick, and hairstyles, all that good stuff. You can do a lot. Basically, I'm just showing you this, not because I'm going to make a new character, but because I just wanted to show you that. When you start out in Cold Harbor, which is Malag Bal, Daedric Prince's domain. You are a soul shriven. For whatever reason, you've been offered as a sacrifice to Malag Bal, basically. There's a little cinematic about it, and you end up physically in his place, but without your soul. It's kind of funky. So, anyway, and you meet with some characters, one of which is not soul-shriven, or maybe two of which aren't. I'm not sure on the Prophet. But the Prophet is a guy who is blind. Doesn't seem to behave blind, but he's blind. And I'm pretty sure he's what my wife identified as a moth priest, meaning he read an Elder Scroll. And that's why he's blind. But he knows things as a result. So, yeah. Lots of cool stuff there. And I wanted to get into just show that. A lot of these things, you can do most of this game solo, but there are some dungeons and some events that you really have to team up with other players, whether they be friends or randoms. And yeah, so let me jump in here with my character that I've been playing. I am playing a Templar because I like to play solo, and it's handy when I'm playing with my wife because then I can provide heals and everything and be a tank. And let's see. Yeah, so here we are. When you first start, you start off on a little island, it seems, and then you work through some storyline stuff there to get out of that, like the tutorial island. Well, first you gotta go through a basic tutorial, which is Cold Harbor, being out of there and escaping there. Then you get on a little island of you've washed ashore. You get kind of introduced to the world that way. Then you get onto a slightly bigger area, and then from there you can go out into the rest of the world. And yeah, right now I'm in Ebonheart, I believe. Trying to remember if there was a way to view outside of the city map while you're in the city. So yeah, there's a group event. I haven't done anything with that. I haven't caught the special fish in the area, or any of the other fish. There's a lot of fish in this area you can catch. But I do like that it tells you, hey, which ones you have and haven't caught. I haven't really done fishing in this area. You got certain events, or certain, I think these are bosses, or champion type characters, and various bits of adventures in the area. There's 59 adventures just in this area. This is Stonefall's region. Yeah, there are lots of regions. And yeah. Let's see, I started, after I got out, I was on, what, Bleak Rock Island? Here I have, no, it wasn't this one, I don't think, because I haven't caught all the fish in that one, I don't believe. Maybe I did. I thought I hadn't gotten the fishing one for that, but according to this I did. Bleak Rock Island, I've kind of 100%ed that. I do like that it gives you points of interest on the map, and it's like, hey, you've been to all of these, you've seen all that, you've done all these. These are sky shards are used to, you get 3 of them, you get a new ability point. Which is good because you only get ability points otherwise when you level up, and you only can level up to level 50. So yeah, like, but I've been all over the place following some quests. Some quests will just bounce you from place to place a bit, and other ones will have you more focused in an area. I don't know what the maximum request you can have at a time is, but I have hit that level at least once, that cap on how many quests I could have. You get a lot of quests. And if there wasn't a limit, I could have a lot more, because they throw quests at you left, right, and center. Yeah. There's a lot to take in, and there is a steep learning curve initially just because of... there's a lot. You can join a guild. Guilds basically aren't a necessity thing. I think they help you. You can take part in a few different, like, multiplayer events. And by joining a guild, as well as having the issue of... as well as just having access to more things, and other players. Mostly it's for work together with other players to help each other. Be a good guild member, help each other out, that sort of thing. Here we go. Okay, I need to get my bird out of the screen there because I was distracting. There we go. So right now this is the region I'm in, otherwise, the Stone Falls region. Now that I've stepped outside town enough to see the whole map. And as you can see, I've done a bunch of stuff over here. You can find these way shrines to help you teleport fast travel-wise, with a minor gold cost. This is a world boss. I've actually beaten this one, with some help. Someone else came around long, because you'll be playing, and some missions will be solo instances, like the Thieves Guild, not Thieves Guild, I actually don't know where the Thieves Guild is right now, or if you can become a member of it quite. I think there's a way, but I haven't figured that one out yet. But Mage Guild and Fighter Guild, I know, have their own quest lines that tend to be solo. And then the main quest has some solo points as well. But for the most part, you can do other things with people. And a lot of the time, how I've seen that work so far when I've played with my wife is it's you and the other people just kind of going through together, but you each have your own instance of it. So like you each hold your own conversation to progress your individual quests, etc. and so forth. And one of the things I will say is cool, so like this is a DLC dungeon I don't have access to, but there are some dungeons you can just get access to no problem. I don't know how this is a world event, I believe. Keys. Yeah. Dark Anchor, Striking Locale, Crafting Set, World Boss, Sky Shards, Mundus Stone, which are like those stones you go to in, say, Oblivion or Skyrim to get a constellation bonus. In my case, I've got the Lord, I think, right now. I'll have to see if I can find some other ones. Yeah. Inventory-wise, you start with, I want to say 50 spaces. I've upgraded, no, or was it 60? I think it was 60 and you upgrade it. I've gotten up to 71 right now. Some you get from, the 10 up I got from just leveling up my character. And 1 I got from talking to a stable master and paying some gold to the stable master to train me in carry capacity. And I can come back once a day to train that. I only just discovered the stable master myself, so that's why. For my Mundus, yeah, I've got the Lord, which increases my maximum health by a bit. I'll probably change that out at some point, because I don't really need that one. I'd much rather something more aligned. So a lot of features just unlock over time. You find a whole lot of things. Most of it you'll end up just selling or using for certain things, and then maybe selling that or using them. Some of these things I really don't use as much as I should. And like they'll, just like any MMO, they'll provide bonuses for a certain set amount of time, that sort of deal. Downside is they take up space, and you can set stuff, you can like tell something to be junk, it's junk, and then it'll go in the junk pile just for ease of sort. And then when you go to a vendor, you can say sell all junk, or in this case I could just say destroy all junk, which I might just do because this thing is moderately worthless to me. Can't sell it for anything. I could probably break it down in a crafting bench for components. I'm not sure quite. I'm not sure I haven't figured out how to do jewelry yet. But you can find things throughout the world like these runestones. Ooh, that's a new one. A high level one that I don't have a high enough level in my training to use. Skill wise, yeah, you've got your character. Every time you level up, you can go here, you get things you can claim. I don't know what that gives me. There's all sorts of things. There's tons of stuff you could spend extra money on to get like more cosmetics and bonuses and things, but for the most part, there's a lot here you don't need to worry about. Alliance rank is Citizen. Bounty, I have no bounty on me. I haven't done anything worthy of a bounty. You get a whole lot of things, yeah, so like I've increased my carry capacity by 1. Your recently upgraded riding skill you can train again in 6 hours. Skills, though. Now, like, I started with this one, this one, and this one from my class. So, Devon's Wrath tends to do combat damage, like magic damage. Aldrich's Spear tends to do more physical damage. Restoring Light is healing stuff. I kind of got a few basics, but you have to level up each skill as you level up stuff, by like having them assigned to an area here. Seems to be how it works, and using them. I currently have preferred to use one-hand and shield. So did a little bit with two-handed. Bow and destruction staff I only have because I read some books. Just like in a lot of other Elder Scrolls games, if you find a bookshelf, just look at it. Because chances are there's a book on there, and sometimes you'll just, if you're interested in lore, read them. But otherwise, if you just want to skim through them like real quick, sometimes you can find new skills. Light armor, medium armor, heavy armor. I've been going to heavy armor build for this one mostly. I don't remember why I have this one. This one you get pretty quick, and this lets you fill up soul gems, which soul gems you can use to charge magic on your, recharge things on your equipment, or to revive players if they've been downed, that sort of deal. I've joined the Fighters Guild, I've joined the Mages Guild. There's a group called the Undaunted, which are involved in like dungeon delves and that sort of thing. These are NPC guilds, not like player guilds. Player guilds are something you can create one your own, but most features are generally limited to depending on how many members you have. So it probably is better to join a pre-existing guild that meets your designs and what you prefer. You also get various crafting abilities, which let you learn a lot of stuff. Allows the use of standard green recipes, like that one. I should probably upgrade some of these at some point just so I can do more with some of these. Metalworking allows the use of iron ingots. I need to level this up so I can use other ingots more and stuff. But I have to get my blacksmithing up first. So a lot of the reason you'll go around collecting things, like, sometimes it can be hard to tell when something's a collectible or not. But those are the thing that ingredients are what are going to take up probably the majority of your inventory space, and you just go want to collect a bunch and then go and burn it all crafting and building up your skills, and then sell stuff. Brothers of Strife discovered. No? What's that? No idea. Mefella's Nest. There's delves. I haven't quite figured out how the delves work differently than dungeons. And then there's a way shrine I do want to activate. Brothers of Strife way shrine. Great. And there's so many quests around that I have picked up and I really should do something about. I kind of want to go up this way and check this and this. I don't know what the swords there mean, if that means it's active or someone's already doing it. Press H to get my horse. I have an interesting mount. I think it came with, I don't know if this comes with the standard edition I got with the premium pack. Standard edition generally runs, I want to say 20-25 bucks, and premium was like 80. But I don't really recommend getting them at that time. So at various points throughout the year, they will often go on sale. And that's when I would recommend picking stuff up. Because they will often go on sale for like 75% off. So you could get the standard edition for like $5. Or like, I got the premium for me and my wife for like 20 each. Saltwater fishing holes. So certain areas you need to have certain baits to get the good fish out of them. You can use other baits, but they won't get you as good results. So like saltwater here, let me just toss this in. Now we wait a little bit. It shouldn't take too long. Bird, go away. Maybe I should disable that pet. It gets kind of annoying more than anything. It's just cosmetic. Fishing in this game is a little bit of a waiting game, but it's really simple all in all. Just waiting. This one's taking a while. Usually they don't take this long, I feel. Oh, there we go. Press E. Ah, good. I caught a minnow for lake bait. I don't know where lakes are, so that doesn't do me a lot of good. I've got a buttload of this bait, though, so let me just toss some of this in then and see what I catch. Since it's not the right type of bait, I don't think I can get the high-end stuff where I have a much, much lower chance. I haven't quite worked out all the kinks in their fishing system. But I know you can still catch stuff with the wrong type of bait. So, there is that. And there we go, I got a dewfish in that one. Now I think about it, I'm not sure if I accidentally dropped that minnow, or if I actually took it. Nope, I got you now, so yeah, I did take it. Good. And fishing, I can use that to craft into a fish cooking ingredient. Nice thing, also, if you're riding on a horse, don't worry about jumping in the water and having your horse drop. They can swim. So you don't have to keep summoning and unsummoning your horse just to swim through water. You do have to unsummon them to grab things. Nernroot is apparently pretty prevalent. Torch bugs. Depending on what you're doing, you kind of just want to go around and grab everything. Ooh, oak. I haven't found oak before. That's a new crafting material for carpentry that I didn't have. So good to know that that is a thing out here. I think it's because I've hit I don't know if those normally spawn if you're certain levels or what. I did recently hit like 16, so and I think that's where there's a cutoff for certain item craftings. So I wonder if maybe I'm running into some of the higher level crafting items because of that. Because of my level, or if it just happens to be I just happen to have suddenly started finding some higher level. Alright, I've been rambling on about a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of the game mechanics and there's a lot to learn. Yeah, guilds ultimately are just if you want to work with other players and get help with them. If you have a guild with 10 or more members, there's like then the guild will have a bank that has shared inventory space, which gives inventory space is important. There are also banks inside each town. Each person has an account, one bank that works between all your characters in your account, and you can pay gold to expand that inventory. It starts off with 50 also. So going to the bank is useful for storing some things you don't want to be carrying on your person, but you don't want to get rid of either. And look at that lava effect. I love that. Look, there's dead things over here. That's kind of cool. Lots of dead shulks. You find this game seems to reward exploring though, because you'll just find weird random stuff. Lockpicking is fairly simple, but can still be tricky at times. Oh, leveled up. Nice. I didn't realize I was that close. Oak bow of stock. I don't really use bows. Probably should. I do have a secondary weapon I can swap to. That'd be nice. I should probably do that. Instead of carrying a second two-hander like this one, I should swap to the bow for it. And that way I have... Yeah. This one, and each weapon will have different bonuses and whatnot. Yeah, that way I have a ranged weapon to fall back on. I don't know if I don't think you have to make arrows. Do I? I should experiment with that. I haven't used, like, as you can tell, I have not used bows much. Mark that as junk just so it can be easy to sell it later. Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, doesn't look like you have to make arrows. Nice. Good to know. I have no skill with the bow and arrow right now in this game, but it works. And each level will have its own rewards. This one, I happen to get 1 attribute point, 1 skill point, but also I get to choose a glyph. Grants point damage, shield, magic, and restores magicka. Increases your weapon damage and spell damage. Alright, I kind of like that one, so let me claim that. I'm going to improve my stamina because I burned through a lot of that with my abilities and for my class. Skills now. I don't have enough rank here to level that up. Metal extraction. Improves the chance of extracting blacksmith ingredients, allows the refining of more powerful tempers from raw materials. Minor hireling. I don't quite know what some of this means. A minor hireling, I actually kind of want that one. A hireling will send you some blacksmithing materials and possibly other items every day. I also recommend in the guilds, you can unlock some passives, like this one, where I have a chance to sometimes use Intimidate in my conversations, and with the Mage's Guild I unlock this one so I can sometimes use Persuade in my conversations. Just gives me more options for conversation stuff. I don't know if it'll make a huge difference. Some quests you get to make choices. Like, do you do this or do that? And so you still get the role-playing game effect of being able to pick your character's general development and how you handle things. Whee! And there is fall damage, but I was aiming for the water, so, less problems that way. The reason I'm going around this way is I want to check out some particular things in this direction and work on some quests to start working my way down there. Maybe enough I cannot swim closer in that regard and through those rocks. Collision in this can get a little wonky every once in a while, but usually it's pretty good. Here's an iron ore deposit. You just apparently have a pickaxe, so I'm just gonna collect a bunch of that. You can run into mud crabs. These ones don't really attack you right off the bat, but you can then, if you just click, you do a basic attack, but you can also click and hold. If you hold, then you do a charged attack. Mud crabs gave me quite a lot. Some items are used for different things. There's ways to improve items that you already have. There's ways to enchant things. In fact, for example, so we've got this. Champion's Keris. Let me do an enchant. You don't have any enchantments that can be applied to this? No. Okay. So I can look around and see what I can do with this. And the reason I am doing that is because with this slight glyph of weapon damage, I can probably enchant something. So this one has disease damage right now. This one does shock damage, as long as the charge remains. Maximum health. You get all these different things. You can upgrade. Enchant. Don't have anything that can work with that. So this could work with weapon damage. Increase your weapon damage and spell damage by 306 for 5 seconds. But do I want to put that on that one? I don't know. It's just things you can look at and then consider how you want to build your character and everything. Right now, I'm not too in a rush to do some of that just because I know I'm going to be replacing things. Looks like someone already killed Dread Frost Astronaut here. That sounds like something that is outside my pay grade. I believe these are usually meant for group combats. I can kind of get around some of that because of my healing abilities. Some areas you do have to be careful not to steal. This area is not one of them. You can just sometimes find items, resources, junk like that you can use. I feel like I hope I'm being clear in how I'm rambling on about all this, because there is so much in this game. Like I said, steep learning curve. Hi guys, don't mind me, I'm just taking this jute so I can work on my crafting abilities. You are going to be a hostile. I forget how to just swap my items between my loadouts without going in here. I'm just going to do this one. I prefer the melee. If you block certain attacks, then it can stun the enemy. Sometimes they'll do attacks that will show a red spot on the ground, and you might want to dodge that. I think my quest target is dead. Stilwar's journal. Can't put it off any longer. Drashi's right. We need to head inland. Dashan, maybe down into the swamps of my homeland. Too much ash in the air. Sounds of combat on the horizon. The three banners have come to Stonefalls, and there's no place for independents like us. Shame, too. I like this place. Shaldrashi and I have a good thing going in the Ashlands. Always some nasty piece of work crawling out from behind the mushrooms, or crawling up from a volcano's vent. She deals with the House Dunmar. I talk to the Ashlanders. We're making good coin and going where we want. Hope this lasts. A wild suits me just fine, but then they seem to suit her as well. Never thought I'd take on a dark elf as a partner, but she seems to respect me. Shaldrashi doesn't ask questions, doesn't give orders, just does her job. Some days we go hours without talking. She's like the wind in that way. It's been years since I escaped from under the yoke of house stress, and still my scar hurts. That day I learned what I was worth to my master, what I was worth to a dark elf. I would listen to the wind at night, hoping against hope it would carry me away. The day I made my escape, I took the dagger, the one he cut me with. As long as I live, it will be my reminder. Can't allow myself to forget. Examine. The Argonian's body is just starting to cool. Examine. Sounds in Stillwater seems to have been ripped open by an elite. His dagger is still sheathed at his side, an obvious sigil on the hill. Take the dagger. Sure. So this was a quest. I gotta take that. Ancient Scrolls of the Dwemer. Ooh, hello. What is this? Lore. I threw the ransom of Zarek, just doing her garden. Okay, so this is just lore, and this is a long lore. I'm not gonna read it right now, but nice. And if you collect these things, you add them to your books, and like, so if I want to, I could go in here, I could go to lore library, I could dig this up, and I could read it. There's a lot to dig through, potentially. Antiquities. At least I think this is where I could read it. Maybe I'm thinking of something. No, these are crafting motifs. Where do I find lore? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's ways to come back and read it. I could be wrong. Or maybe I just have to find it again. Steep learning curve. There's collectibles, there's all sorts of things you can do. Some of the things you have to unlock via completing specific quests. You could join alliance wars. You can join guilds. There's the crown crates. You can sometimes get these from certain, like, just doing certain things. But otherwise you can go to the crown store. The crown store is one of those things where you pay money to get crowns to then spend on in-game items. Like, sometimes there are DLC you can unlock. Sometimes there are other things. That's where you may be buying the season pass, which is a temporary thing. Could be worth it because it'll give you access to certain things like monthly crowns, I believe, as well as access to a container for crafting materials and like that doesn't take up your inventory. Endeavors are like daily quests and junk you can complete, and they give you endeavor points, and eventually you could save them up and use them to buy certain, looks like mostly fun cosmetics. ESO Plus membership is what I was talking about. Yeah, you get extra storage, you get craft a bag, which is unlimited storage for crafting materials, furnishing vault, and if your membership expires, because it's a temporary thing, You can only, I think you can still take stuff out of the craft bag, you just can't put stuff in. I could be wrong on that one. I'm not quite sure how the craft bag works because I've never been a member. I'm just trying to remember what I've read. But you get a lot of access to things, so it can be good if you really want to get into the game hardcore and give access to more DLCs, things like that. There's daily rewards you can get into, and those give you nice things each day to help you out. Alright, so that was one quest. There's a world boss over there. There's a delve over there. Where do I want to go? Some flax. I'll grab that. You attack me while I'm drawing this. Alright, fine. Your choice. I need to test this ability out. Oh, that was a nice one. I like it. Okay. Let me test this out again. So, yeah. Different abilities. Some will use stamina, some will use magic. And it recharges at a fairly good pace. I've been one world boss, 1v1. One world boss I got help from someone who came along. So, world bosses can kick your butt pretty well, but being able to heal and all that kind of helps. Let's go take a look, at least see what this world boss is. Drow? How do you pronounce that? I haven't messed with these ones before. Let's see what they get out. Yeah, there's the AoE attack I was doing in that area. Sometimes they can be charging up a spell and you can interrupt them. One down. And two down. Anything good? Clean pelt, fish, rawhide, steel pauldron. It's got better armor, but isn't better than a lot of the other stuff. Carapace, junk like that. Cool. Chest. Master level chest. I've never run into one of those. I think it just means I have very little time. Did it. Future ring of reduce feet, reduce stamina cost enchantment, maximum health. That might be worth swapping to. Shulk's girdle. That one actually might be worth swapping to. Alright, let's take all of these. Some items you have to bind to your account to use them. Like this one will bind to my account, and it's part of a set of items. Part of the Shulk exoskeleton set. I think I have one of those other pieces saved in my bank right now. Well, I'm going to equip this, and I think I'm going to get rid of these Rings of the Broken Soul, because this one, I could replace it with this one, and I have another one lying around, I think. Yeah, worth it in a lot of ways. Inventory's getting a bit full, but I could always clean stuff out if I need to. You can find water skins, which will give you stuff you need for crafting. Alright, let's see what this world boss looks like. Oh, getting stuck on a rock. I don't see the world boss right now. Looks like someone else is waiting for him to show up too. Anything good? Triumphs of a Monarch. Lore book, okay. Just collecting all the lore. Yeah, these people are definitely waiting for the world boss to show up. Doesn't look like they're here right now otherwise. I wonder what the usual time on spawn-in is. There we go, Shellcracker. Oh, I can help them out. And I can heal up people, so that's kind of nice. Even though they're not partied up with me really, like, at start, I can still do some healing effects. going really well with this many players. But as you can see, that guy's health is still going down kind of slow. So if it was just me, this would have been a drawn-out fight. Nice. Grab those. Everyone gets their own access to it, I believe. Is my understanding. Let me search the rest of these guys for anything good. One crouch in. Alright. Anything else down here? Anything else I need to kill to get an achievement for this? I don't know. Let me check the map. Alright, that's marked in. Now it's colored in, you can see. That means I've beaten that boss, so that counted for me. Excellent. That's great. I've been wanting to try that, and it's nice to run into just random players and be able to take on a boss like that at the same time without having to do parties. Alright, we're going this way now because I have things to check. For my next quests, also, what's my inventory look like? Pretty jammed up. So, intricate meaning I get more from deconstructing these items myself. Ooh, that's a lot of... Ornate sells more. Okay, so I want to sell that one rather. But that has a lot more armor. Ooh, that's tempting, even though it's intricate. Equip. And yeah, I'll just assemble some of that. Breachers, part of the Silk of the Sunset. I'll just bind that to my account to get the add to my collection notes. Alright. When you first get, like, some of these items, like this item is a potion item. You can tell that because it has the 4 effects. I know the first one because I've eaten one of these at some point. Probably. Usually that's how you get the first effect unlocked with most of these things is you find the item, you eat it, and you get an idea of what one of the main effects is, and then the rest you get figured out by just combining junk until it goes where you want it to. Mark it as junk, freeze of selling it later. Alright. There is so much stuff. Mark that as junk. I want to keep that effect right now, so mark that as junk. Yeah. This is the Arborage. This is a main story quest. I actually don't want to go in there just a second. Steam Font Cavern. What is the legend on that one? Crafting set. What? I don't know what that is. If it just means that's a crafting station area, or if that means there's something else up here. Let's go take a look. I'm curious. Steam Font Cavern. Well, I guess I'll go inside and see what's up. Okay, yeah, so it's just a bunch of crafting stuff out here in the middle of nowhere. So, woodworking station. Refine some things, everything to deconstruct. Nothing there, weapons or armor. Jewelry station. Ooh, I haven't seen a jewelry station before. Okay. Speaking of crafting, jewelry crafters must refine raw materials, such as pure dust, and assign them to a refinement slot. Yeah. Once you refine enough raw materials, etc. and so forth. Creation is same for with everything else. They give you this breakdown for every single one of these things, but it's all kind of the same for each one. Improvement uses special items. I don't have any of those. Research involves breaking down certain items. So, like, researchable. What would this break down? The Trader's Signet. That is a ring I possess. But if I do that, it'll destroy that ring. I won't have that ring anymore afterwards, but then I'll be able to, in the future, apply the robust feature to stuff I craft, possibly. Is my understanding of it. You know what? Let's do it. Research will take a while, so you just kind of just leave it. You don't even really need to do a lot with it. What is this one? Is this the one I'm wearing? Necklace of the Storm. All jewelry crafting research slots are in use. Okay, so I can only do one at a time. Good to know. For jewelry anyway. Deconstruct. I did want to... Necklace of the Storm is one I'm wearing. Collar of Bones is the one I was going to just junk. Probably, but hey, it's here, so let's do that. And left green of the broken soul, I'm not going to put that back on. So, deconstruct. I need more inventory space. Okay. Need more inventory space. So yeah, this is part of the problem of these things is without inventory space, you can't even craft stuff. What do I not care about? I've got a bunch of these. I can destroy that. Sorry, I don't know what that does yet, so I'll hold on to it. Ooh, I haven't eaten one of those yet. Restore health on War Hyacinth. Okay. And yeah, I'm not using this. I'm just gonna destroy that. Okay, so that gives me some breakdown. Let me now deconstruct again. Boom, boom. Yes, destroy them. So out of that, it helps get my level up. Turn plating and pewter ounce. Nice. Let's refine some of this. There we go. Now I've got some of that. What can I create now is the question. No set jewelry types found. Doesn't look like I have for set jewelry. I have no knowledge, but normal, just plain run-of-the-mill jewelry I can make. And you can improve its level with this. I believe that means, like, I'm level 16, so I could wear this one. But I could make a higher level. I don't have anything for special traits on me. Let's just... You know, let's create some rings. Create Fury, this will benefit. Yes. I just want to create some to actually use these things and level up my craft. Let's see, does it make a difference if I do a high level or a low level item? I can't really tell if it makes a real difference in the amount of XP I gain from that. Inventory stuff, junk. Okay, deconstruct. Now, as you can see, these don't do anything right now. I'd have to put an enchantment on them to make them valuable. Once again, need more inventory. Let me go to try something here. If I go to... Where's my ring? Where are the rings that I just made go on? Okay, let me put on one of these and enchant it. Nope, I don't have an enchantment that works with that. Alright, fire opal. Sharpened, increased ingredient for crafting weapon with an intrinsic trait. I haven't figured out how that works quite yet. I'm gonna just destroy that. I can get more of that, easy. Okay. Then deconstruct. Apparently you have to have 3 slots open for deconstruction. I guess that's because if you don't have it, then that much room, then you might just have stuff that would otherwise get lost, and they don't need to do that. I already know what this one does, so destroy that. There. That should give me enough space. Let's experiment. Now we can deconstruct them all again. Okay, fine. I'll take that off. Nope, 1 additional spot still needed. I thought I cleared up enough. I don't need fish. Destroy that. So inventory management can be a bit of an annoyance, but it works out in the long run. Construct. And obviously you don't get as much back from deconstruction as you do from construction. And the level doesn't necessarily mean the same amount of pewter or whatever that gets used. There we go. So this is just nice because you can sort of just burn through your stuff like this to build up your skills. Just do a lot of back and forth. And let me take a look here. Inventory, skills. Now I should have jewelry crafting now as a skill. Yes. So engraver allows the use of pewter ounces. Jewelry seams in the world will be easier, so like pewter seams. Alright, yeah. So that just is leveling up those skills. Potency, aspect improvement. I need to work on it. I want to get some of this bit done. A hireling will send you some rune stones every day. I should get that skill. Just so I can really pound out improvements. The more of these I can do, the better, just for the sake of leveling up skills, being able to do more stuff, and be able to do more with those things. Creation. Some things use that, some things use that. I'm just throwing things together now for the sake of putting them together. Okay, I want to save that, I think, for the moment. Shadow Red Mountain set, Ashlander medium. Some of these are items that are in my inventory, like in my bank, because when you're in a crafting station, you actually can access stuff in your bank as well. So that's part of why some of these things are here the way they are. Yeah, and in the upper right corner of the item, you see, like, this one has a chest. That means it is in my bank. This one is in my inventory, which provides a picture of a bag in the upper right corner. So these two are ones I was saving. Reaches of the Sun, I'm not going to use that, it's light. I'm going to save that one for selling because it is worth more that way. Alright, improvement wise, I don't really have anything here I want to. Reconstruct, Alright, so that meant rank 2 materials, die unlocked. Skills, that was for what, clothing? Unraveling improves the chance of extracting. Hireling will send you some materials. Yeah, so you can get a ton of hirelings from using some basic points to send you materials in junk each time. Is there anything here I could break down that would just help with things in general? Alright. I got a lot out of that. Whoa. Steel ingots. Nice. So I believe steel ingots have to do with crafting up to a certain level. But I don't know how to really work with that just yet. Yeah. So, a lot of this Apprentice Deconstructor achievement unlocked. That was probably what I've seen before. So yeah, I got a dye color I can now apply to my equipment at Outfitter Station, I believe is what it is. It's where you can go to add certain things to your equipment. That cleared up a little bit of room. Nice. And yeah, that's why, like, some of my equipment is the color it is. Like, my armor is a bit more blue than it would have otherwise have been, because I went and got that changed. Alright. So, I need to go... I need to get inside Davin's watch, because I need to complete some quests in there. That maple? Okay. not oak. So good. Let me just run over this way. I haven't really explored this side of the town. And I want to take a look at things. There's possibly a gem around here somewhere that I could grab, for example. I will take damage from certain falls, even while riding a mount. But minor damage, easily healed. Big whoop-de-doo. Ah, I was right, there is a sky shard over here. I figured there might be. So you use a sky shard, that's one of 3 I've gotten. That before I can get a new skill out of that. Okay. I'm not going to there right now. Zoom. Zoom.
Need help.
I want to head inside here. Okay, that person's pet is very noisy. Giggles a lot. Now we're in Davin's watch. I need to break into this house to steal a thing for a member of the underground. This way. There's so much here that you can explore. Oh, this place looks like it's seen some better wear and tear. Well, glad it's not this house I have to break into, because this house is a little wrecked. Alright, how did that not burn me? Alright. Ah, whoops, broke a lockpick, because I didn't release in time. There we go. You just click them down until they start shaking. It's kind of easier to go off the sound rather than the look, because of Oligardium, or whatever, I guess is my ability, is my stealing and all that. Okay, I could end up with a bounty on myself for doing this.
Just what do you think you're doing here?
Oops, sorry. Wrong place. Hi. Achievement unlocked. Home trespassing. So, I'm curious how that will work. Inventory. Let me check my character real quick. Did that put a bounty on me? No. So, I don't know how I'm going to steal that with them right there. Maybe they leave at certain parts of the day? Hard to say. But considering it was locked, I wasn't really expecting there to be 2 people just hanging out. Alright, we'll leave that for now. What is going on over here? I don't know why this is this. If that's supposed to be the effects from something or what. Legacy of the Ancestors. I do need to talk to people in there for a quest. Talk to the Mages Guild. Ah, there's so many quests all over the place. Alright, let's get this one done.
Holgan said you were reliable. I trust his instincts, and I know there is much work to do.
Alright. Also, I love that they actually did do voice acting for everything, which is good. Holgan's told me about the siege. How can I help?
The Covenant closes on us like Nick's hounds on a kill. They think they've already won the city. They're entirely wrong. They are doomed to the last man. You are the plan. There's a relic beneath the city, guarded by spirits of my ancestors. For me to fight them would be blasphemy, but you aren't of House Indoril. The entrance is through the tombs across the square. Bring the relic here. Only that you need to bring it. I tried to reason with my ancestors, but they do not understand our peril. You must succeed where I cannot.
Beat up a bunch of ghosts until they give me what I need. Got it. Okay. Your ancestors. And let me press T a few times. I need you can cycle through your quests like this. But also you could just go to your journal and select a specific quest. Legacy of the Ancestors. So if I go to my journal, quests, and I could just find Legacy of the Ancestors here somewhere. Not that one. Legacy of the Ancestors. Here we go. Asked me to help defend Devon's Watch. Tenfall asked me to enter the tomb. Now sadly, those always move faster than I can read the bottom text, which talks about the area. Oh, Covenant Assassin. Well, what are you doing here? Trying to stop us? Unfortunately for you, I'm not that easy to stop. Have fun being dead. Anything good here? Na, 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 na. Hi, skeletal soldier. Why are you in my way? Smackdown. Delivered. So yeah, some of this stuff I can't even touch. This looks interesting. That was another player. Look at you pretending to be dead. Well, I guess less pretending and... I should have blocked that. Well, less pretending and more... pretending to be alive? What do I call that? What's up, guys? Here, how about we just get you all going at me at the same time so I can kill you all without having to wrestle with every single person here. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, come and get me. Now you can't just run past enemies and they'll eventually give up. Blocks. Sucks for you. I love the attacks that are AoEs. Future ring of reduced feet cost. Okay, I actually think I need another ring. So, Ring of the Broken Soul, yes. Effect does not work with abilities that drain their cost multiple times over their activation. Blah, blah, blah. It's still better than what I've currently got on for that. Good, good. Okay, any other buddies? You? You? Anyone else want to come join the fun while we're here? Lovely locked door, got it. Where'd your bud go? If you block a charged up attack like that, if you do a charged attack yourself, you can knock them down temporarily. So it's good in combat for giving yourself some breathing room sometimes. House Indral Inner Crypt. Alright, I'm guessing we'll be going that way eventually.
No, you destroy us all.
Blah, 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 blah. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Cut that out. Alright. Fine, we'll do this this way. How about that? Patch myself up a little. Interrupt. Smack him. There we go. Future necklace of reduced feet cost. Don't care as much for that. Skull of Nam Indoril. Take. Talk to Tanval Indoril. I'm guessing this is not going to be the item he needs. And he'll have to send me down here again, because it seems weird that there's an inner crypt area here that I have not been in, and I cannot go in. Oh, the lock's... No, okay, the lock just hadn't faded in, right? This is probably either just there for looks, or it will open up later. Yeah, man, you guys really respond in quick. And this is also another reason why you might just want to ignore people sometimes, because the enemies respawn pretty regularly, and it's not always worth fighting them, unless you want the XP or the potential loot, because sometimes they drop stuff, like, fighting these guys, I'm gaining skill with the fighter skill. Or experience with the fighter skill. Nice. Run, 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 run. This shouldn't take long. Also of note, with quest items, I don't believe it matters what your inventory has in it. Let's see, there's a space quest items, specifically for quest items. Yeah, if those were taking up space, I'd be in a lot more trouble. Skull. This ancient skull has been engraved with numerous runes. Yeah. So, over time, you just collect a whole lot of quest items. I don't believe they count against my maximum in-use space. At least I haven't noticed so.
Did you recover the relic?
I was attacked by a rage spirit. He said he would destroy us.
That was one of my ancestors. He refuses to recognize the threat facing us today. It's time to turn the tables on the Covenant. I need time to prepare the ritual that will bring this to an end. We have to delay the Covenant troops to the south.
Alright. How can I buy some time?
He's commanding the defense of the West Gate. If you need a guide, speak to Garin.
I'll find Holden. New quest. Delaying the daggers. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Talk to Garin Indoril. Oh, another Indoril. Okay. What about you?
My orders are to help you.
You mean to the West Gate?
Then we should go.
Cool. So why am I the one leading the way here? Oh, you're just gonna walk. Do you run if I move? Oh, it's the escort quests all over again. I'm getting flashbacks to so many escort quests with the idiots either running ahead and getting themselves killed fighting things, or doing this. Move at a proper pace,
Father
man.
said the Yakaviri War was like this.
The fact that this is part of a quest makes me not want to leave you behind just because I'm worried that you're gonna get assassinated. Come on, man. Oh, you're so useless. Blasted escort quests. Who designs you? Okay, it's not technically an escort quest in this case, but it's working like one. Still, who designs this garbage?
This is just awful.
Yep, they're dead. Can't do anything for that one. Sad. My man, there are buildings burning around us. The place is under attack. Haste. It would... not even haste. A slight bit of urgency in your manner of walking would be appreciated. If I'd known this, I would walk to the gate myself, probably. Actually, I don't know if I had to have you with me as part of the quest, considering there was a thing involving that, sort of. Why are you so slow? I'm gonna be able to go through my inventory at this rate. Hey! Holden! There's a slow person. He's coming, really. Yeah? He's almost here. He's really being
Commander Holden, I have duties with my father. Fight well.
Well, that was a waste of time. Okay.
I've been reviewing our defenses. It's not good. The Covenant is bringing up ballistae and siege ladders.
Do? Burn those ballistae. Same for the ladders. Burn them to ash. I'll be leading a sortie from the gate.
Alright, go kill things. Got it. Boom. Anything changed out here that I need to deal with? Map. Okay, I'm just going down there to deal with things. I'll at least have a reason to go down there now. Charge! Alright, you guys have fun just holding this place. I'll go deal with the problem. Hey! The way you're behaving makes me think you aren't gonna make it. Alright. Hi guys, I'm gonna come for your stuff. Come on, all at me at once. Let's get this done. Yeah, here we go. There, much better. Now I can just kill you all quick, like. Except for you who are being a little button in the corner here. Burn. Burn, baby, burn in a disco inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Do. Burn, baby, burn. Wow, you guys really suck at putting out fires. Sucks to be you all. Burn, baby, burn. Do. Wait. Killing the daggers, burn siege ladders, trebuchet. Let's see, that will be... Alright, we'll go this way first. So. Give me your gold. All your ladders are mine now. Whoa. I love that everything goes up like dry kindling. Burn. If you're wondering, this is what I see. Everyone else would probably just see me running around up to these things, if these things are even there for them. They might not even see that much. Hogan, I did it. It's all on fire. Did you want me to burn their ship too? I could do that. Save some time. I'm pretty confident. I think I can. Direction. Wait, where's my quest target? Talk to Holgan. Okay. Yeah, you are inside the city. I ran up the wrong beach side. There we go. That's the one I needed. Out of the way. Gotta go talk to Holgan. Holgan, you did your job. You still gonna run off sortie?
I heard the horns. I saw the flames. Are you done?
Siege
The damn
gear
skeevers
burned.
tricked us, though. This was only a feint.
Oh, good.
They scaled the cliffs like damn mountain goats. Takes guts, I'll give them that.
Where do you want me then?
Get to the tombs. Tanvo's in there, performing his ritual. He has no idea what happened.
Go guard someone in a tomb. Why am I getting Oblivion flashbacks where the Emperor gets stabbed to death? Great. Not a good flashback. Kinda sucked in a lot of ways. Oh, well that... I burned those. Excuse me. How are they doing that? I burned that. Unlock. Simple. Okay, that's relocked again, I guess. Well, I'm not gonna deal with that one right now. Oh, hi. So yeah, depending on where you're on certain quest lines, it can affect what's going on around you. Nice little warning of that falling from the sky. Great. It can affect what you run into, what's hostile to you, and everything else. So yeah, everyone else will see different things from each other. To some extent or another. That's why you were down here earlier. You were just ahead of the game, okay. Well, you're dead now. Oh, I wasted my ult. Oh well, it'll recharge quick enough. I don't use poisons as much as... I really should use poisons more. Where did that poison I just picked up go? I just saw something. I know I picked it up. Cloudy health damage thing. Yes. Equip. While you have a poison equipped, your light attacks, heavy attacks, and weapon abilities have a chance to consume you have poison applies effects. Blah, 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 blah. Dribble, dribble. Okay. Yeah. Get out of the way. Send it out. I don't care. It's not strong enough to be a threat to me. Oh, another thing I should point out for this game. don't worry about where you go really as much. A lot of things scale with your character. I mean, I think so the world bosses and the like don't. It's some, like, those are meant to be world bosses and junk, but like the basic enemies and all that, those scale with your character, so that can affect how, like, what you run into, where, and all that. Hold on, did I not just go through the door? Maybe I got interrupted by these dudes, and that's what caused it. You know, I'll just kill y'all and then we'll check, because this is where I was. Yeah, I did not go through that door properly. Let's try that again. Much better.
Defend me while I perform the ritual.
Perform the ritual, it won't end well. Yeah.
From the depths of Ash Mountain, Balreth, I summon you.
That always ends well. Hi there, buddy. Would you like to get stabbed?
Here's trouble.
Done. Hi there. Thanks for waiting. I'm coming for you. I like that the poison gives an effect on my toolbar. You know what? Let's just activate this ability. Also, I should point out that, like, after you level up a skill to a certain extent, it seems that you can get an option to change into 2 different variations. So, like, this AoE effect off of me right now from my one skill used to be a ability that would just blast a single target enemy, but I changed it to an AoE thing when it leveled up enough that I could adjust it to a different design. So sometimes the appearance of a skill and how it functions can be completely redone, depending on a lot of things. You done? Oh, yeah, that's going well. Uh-huh. I'm gonna have to fight that, aren't I? Nice.
Destroy the Covenant army.
I can't wait for that to backfire.
You there. I will cloak you in shadow. Enter the portal and witness our victory.
Got it. Uh-huh. This is going well. I'm probably gonna go through and see this thing just demolishing everyone in sight. Friend and foe. Oh, or maybe I'll just see the aftermath.
Destroy them. Pack it apart.
Hi. I mean, that's really sick looking. I love that design of it being like, there's a rib cage, several other things. Oh, that knocked me over. We did observe Balreth's attacks, talk to Telvanni, Jiggerman Jensen. Seriously, you didn't have to send a giant skeleton golem. I could have done this myself. Where am I going? Where am I going? Okay. Journal. City under siege. Now that I witnessed the power of Balreth, I should return to Tanvel and Doril. Yeah, where is he? I don't see any indicator. That way? Okay. It would have been nice if he had given me a portal back. Oh well. So I bet we go over here and have to go. I bet we have to fight his pet murder monster before long, because I bet I'm classic H.P. Lovecraft saying of the don't summon up anything you can't put back, you can't put down. I'm betting he summoned something he can't put back down, and I'm gonna have to go deal with that. There's always something that they're gonna make it my problem somehow, right? I'm coming. Don't know why you bothered to have me go watch that. Guess to just get me out of the way so you could do horrible things to yourself in here with it once it comes back to you. Running all the way back. Running. We're just ignoring that quest for the time being. I'll figure it out later as to how I'm supposed to do it. Maybe I just get a bounty on myself. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Oh. Yay, cheering. Where's your murder monster, and is it still on blues?
You have brought credit to your house. This is a great thing. House Indoril will always speak well of your actions here today.
We've won the day?
Our victory is complete. Even now the Covenant retreats. You gave me enough time to summon Balreth. As Grand Master of House Indoril,
Indoril
I honor
Pyrostaff
you.
that I will never use, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that. Complete quest.
Balreth has done its job. The Covenant has been driven from Dalvin's watch. Now to put it back where it belongs, in the depths of Ash Mountain.
What needs to be done?
I'm not exactly sure. I made use of ancient rites and secret law to wrench him from his cell. You saw the conclusion of my efforts. My able son Garin even now works to return him to his slumber. He will guide your hand. You'll find Garin west of the city, on the slopes of Ash Mountain. I sent a detachment of soldiers with him to ensure his safety. I'm certain he already knows what needs to be done.
I'll report to Garen then.
You've done well here, soldier. You're a credit to the Pact. I'm certain you'll be of use to my son.
Can you tell me about Balreth?
Balreth is one of two
Balreth.
ancient magical juggernauts, the Brothers of Strife. Their story is too long to tell now. It is enough that Balreth is a powerful weapon at our command.
I feel like I've read some lore on them at some point, and they killed everyone. So, when the last time they were out, till they got sealed away. So, yeah, this isn't going well. Find that to my account for the collection purposes. It's not part of a collection. One-handed mace, steel mace of flame. That is better than what I've got right now, it looks like. Alright. So, where am I going? West of Ash Mountain. Where am I need to go to get rid of things first. I am too stocked up on junk. Okay, let me just, for the sake of quiet, another one. Quiet the ringing of the bell. Alright, in front of the tendril and asked me to return the living weapon known as Balreth to its cell. That'll go well. I'm sure I'm gonna have to beat that thing into oblivion. Potentially, literally into oblivion. Oh, there's a public... Crowswood public dungeon. I didn't even realize I was present here. I'll have to go in there later. First, though, I need to... This is the Fighter's Guild. I need a few things. Real quick, I need to find a person who is a store
Looking to craft some
type.
stead.
I need to repair my stuff. And I need to sell a bunch of junk. You can have that, you can have that. I'm not making anything in the Nord style right now, don't care. I'll keep the use in crafting decorative food or finishing touches. Keep that for now. Sharpened. Light armor, don't care so much. A lot of these crafting materials are actually, I'm not using that right now. That can go. I've got a bunch of that already. That can go. Yeah, a lot of these can actually be really just handy for selling for supplies. Jade, infused. I got one, and I'm not using them anytime soon. I'm gonna sell that one. Jute. I'm gonna keep the lockpicks because I actually use them. Sell that. I already got some of those, don't care. Future ounce, yep, I'm gonna sell that one. Gonna keep the pitch because that's an enhancement item that I don't have a lot of those. I just want to keep them. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Sell the rawhide. Keep the rawhide scraps to make more. Ring of the Broken Soul can go in with you. Let's sell junk. Keep that. Keep that. Don't need the sanded maple. Serum of stamina. I'm not even really using those. Do I want this? Doesn't really seem to work with what I've got right now. I'm just gonna sell it. Actually, wait. Buy it back real quick. Because I did just change up some stuff. I remembered. I'm gonna keep the steel ingots because those are a lot more rare. That's an enhancement item. Earth Turner Axe. Yeah. Sell that. Don't need that. Don't care about that. Necklace of the Storm Knight or this one? Health, maximum stamina, health recovery. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm good. Sell that. Alright. So, I'm going to now go in here real quick. Go to here and enchant. Yes, I can use that. So, might as well. So, we're going from having this just do. Right now it deals flame damage. I wonder if this will change that. Increase your weapon damage and spell damage. Yeah, so it does get rid of the flame damage then in that case. Good to know. Well, I may have made that worse, but we're experimenting. And that cleared up a bunch of my inventory stuff for what I don't want on me. I'll worry about dropping stuff in the bank later. For now, we are heading out of town. I'm going to deal with the public dungeon probably some other time. It's just so you go in, you can do all sorts of stuff in there. There's usually like some sort of quest-related thing in there, plus some challenges like fight these champions, beat this thing, and so you can get more points on for your account for achievements and all that. Alright, we are headed to the big mountain over this way. What time is it? No, it's later than I thought, but I want to see if I can finish up this quest chain, just because we've started it, I want to see how it goes. Already put those spirits at ease through a different quest, so they shouldn't bother me. Shulks and Nyx Hounds, don't care too much about that right now. Hi there, jump that. Caught a little bit of fire. Yeah, it's fine. We're okay. It's only a bit of lava. It's only some minor burns. Alright, where are we going? Ash Mountain. Go up there or down there. Well, we'll keep going this path for now and we'll see what we can do. Alright, this is a thing I did earlier with a quest. Hello, there is something down there that I want. Looks like a lore book or some other useful item. It's gonna hurt to get down to that though. You know what? I'll make it work. Hi there. Get out of the way. Ancient scrolls of the Dwemer to the seed. The hamlet village of Lyric was quite peaceful. Yeah. Argonian, junk, blah blah blah. Long stuff. That's a long scroll. Anything in the backpack? No. Okay. Use this to get out of the fire as quick as possible. There we go. We are moving. That's person, but that's not my target. That's another quest I could pick up, but we're just going to move on for now to aim for where I need to go. Here we go. Very easy to get distracted in this game. There's stuff all over the place.
Good to see you here, sir.
Oh. Alright, let me get my ride first. Maybe that'll... There we go. Now let's try that again.
Good to see you here, soldier. We'll need all the help we can get.
Please tell me you walk faster this time.
And I'm glad he did. Balreth, it seems, does not want to go quietly back into his cage.
Who would have guessed?
Father was sure Balreth was the only way to defeat the Covenant army. But it seems he may have been a bit hasty in
Oh, we
his
leveled up
actions.
again already? I'm surprised. What do you mean?
The ritual Father gave me to rebind Balreth isn't working. Something's gone wrong. Daedra are pouring from the volcano, and I'm worried about the nearby towns. We need answers, and we need them fast.
What would you have me do?
Our best bet is to go back to the source. The mages that first bound Balreth. Some of them are buried at the necropolis to the south, a place called Othrenis. I've sent a scout, Onuja, to learn what we need. Go there and aid him.
Okay, but where is Balreth right now? It's my concern. History of Othrenis. Oh, okay, I've already done stuff down that way before, so looks like we're doing something else this way. But we leveled up! Storage coffer, fortified. What is this? The coffer can be placed in multiple homes and always accesses the same personal storage space. Unlike bank storage, items in this coffer do not appear at crafting stations. Okay, so it's just, I could stick things in there that I don't need to draw on from later for other places, but just want a place to stick them. That could actually be really handy. Okay, dungeon finder unlock for another place. Choose one. Imperial brazier spiked, or Imperial bed seagull, or bookcase. Choices. I like bookcases, but I don't know how they work in this game, if they just look like an empty bookcase or what. My room doesn't have a bed yet. I have a room in an inn for my housing right now. That's it. We love bookcases, so. Alright, I'll get added to my set. Add to storage. Good. I'll have to figure out how that works. Let's get my magic up. I'm kind of doing an even build setup right now, but I feel like that'll work out best for me in the long run. Alchemy. No person to go get me stuff every day on this one? Interesting. Blacksmithing, I'll keep that. Alright. What if I go to... What have I got in some of these other places? That one will unlock for several more skill levels. Direct damage. I don't have room for more skills here, and I kind of just... Well, I could replace Reflective Light. I haven't really been using that one. Would this be any better? What was it I wanted to upgrade? There was something. I do recall. Reduces the cost of sneak. I don't know how that quite works with things. Your chance of successfully pickpocketing, trafficking, locksmith, forcing locks. Reduces bounties willing to pay the guards. Interesting. There's just so much to account for. What do I really care for here, though? You know, maybe I'll save that skill point for later when decide off camera. Let's keep moving. I have things to do and places to be. So, where did that item go? Bookcase. Okay, so that's staying in my inventory for now. I'll have to take it to my room. I'm guessing craft bag is locked. Currency, quest items, quick slots. I'm gonna guess that the other item just automatically gets put in my place of residence. I don't see it here, unless I am completely missing something. Furnishings? Yeah. I'm guessing it's something that gets put in a weird spot. Making sure. Hold on. Why is this notification? Storage has been updated as a storage coffer fortified collectible. Okay. Preview, this coffer can be placed in multiple homes. Yeah, I think it's just going to give me an option to place it then when I get into my home setup at some point and work from there. Well, at least I don't have far to go for this quest. Let's do it. Do. Hi there. And we're here. Hi there.
You startled me. Are you just playing tricks on me, dry skin?
How can I help?
That's good then. I'm pleased to see a friendly snout. That's much better than all the dead faces lately. Why is it elves who die cannot stay in the ground?
I don't know, a lot of things that die don't stay in the ground well in this game.
Just
in this
some
world.
old runes, he said. He didn't mention how active the dead are here.
Yep, what can I do to help?
You're the sun on my scales. Your answer lies with Mavos Siloreth. He bound the brother of strife long ago. We need his knowledge, but a highborn like him could be, difficult.
How do we make him cooperate?
Oh, you can't make a highborn serve. You need flattery. If we're properly respectful, he may appear. My scroll say there's a shrine on the east rise and one on the west. Honor him at both, then meet me at the center of Othrenes.
Cool. Alright, I'll do this.
Go, and remember, try to sound humble when you chant Mavos' name. When you meet me at the center of Othrenes, be ready. There is more to do there.
Yeah, probably kick his butt. How did Mavos learn to bind Balreth?
Mavos is ancient, so he knew ancient secrets. How else? He helped bind this dangerous weapon, but he died a long time ago.
I bet he died binding?
During the First Era, the Chimer created the Brothers of Strife in a desperate bid to defeat their enemies. Look what it did in a single day. My scales shrivel thinking about that heat. Who would let it roam free?
Alright, going to go deal with this. Whee! Come on, where are we going? Up here? Swing around this way. Found a thing. Shrine of Veneration. Completed Chant of Shrine of Veneration. La 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 la. Next one. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Running right along. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Shrine of Reverence. There we go. Cool. You need me to do any other fetch quests or a battle quest? What are we talking about?
By my egg, you startled me. Please, no more. Were you very humble as you sought the honor of Mavos' presence?
I'm kind of questioning your role as a scout since you seem to get startled at left and right.
It's time. Honor Mavos at this brazier in the center of Othrenes. By the way, the dead may want your blood for daring to disturb a highborn. I'll just wait over here until you're done.
Alright. Yeah. You're worthlessly inept at handling any of this. Got it. Okay. So, what do I do? bad. One ghost down. Am I missing something? Oh, maybe I have to. Can I get closer? Oh, I can. There we go.
My rest.
Talk to Naju. Survive the anger of the dead. I think I just accidentally did that by being the ghost, so.
You make it look easy. At least, what I saw when I wasn't hiding and squealing like a hatchling. I know I'm not brave, but did you hear his voice? My boss has returned.
Yeah, where can I find him?
He's important, so he gets the important-looking tomb. It's the largest crypt in the necropolis. I'll, be gathering my notes. Don't wait for me.
Goodbye. Alright, once again, I have to do everything. Running, anything good. Oh good, there you are. Sup?
So, you're the Gua who raised me. This had better be astonishingly important, or I'll do unspeakable things to your fleshy mortal form.
Balreth, the brother of strife, is ravaging Stonefalls.
The greatest mage of my era, and you wake me for something they could have read in a book? It's pathetic. But clearly, I must aid my people again. No death worms for you just yet.
Thanks.
I knew skeletons weren't enough. I should have summoned some Daedra to protect this place. Or a fire Atronach. That would have been good.
I mean, yeah, the skeletons were kind of low level. Can you teach me how to bind, Balreth?
I don't remember how. Don't look at me that way, worm. I'm dead. Details fade over time. If you want to learn, I'll conjure a vision of the past. That should show you.
So you can't remember, but you can just go blam, here's the past. Got it. What do you need from me?
Ritual implements. A skull and a candle, unless tomb robbers got them. Look in the vaults to the east and west. There's a puzzle lock on each one, and no, I don't remember the solution. Good luck with that.
I'll crack the puzzle and get the implements.
I can't perform the ritual without my implements. I don't even have hands to pick them up. That's annoying. East and west tombs, candle and skull. And whatever you do, don't, do something, you know, that thing.
Why are the candle and skull significant?
They're deeply personal ritual items. I slaved for 2 weeks making that Kwama grease candle, and the skull belonged to my favorite apprentice. Why? Because I said so.
Can you just tell me how to be bound, Balreth?
Yes, I could if I remembered. There's not much use for remembering once you're dead. Don't pester me with questions, worm. I'm beginning to forget why I should care about the living.
Yeah, I'm kind of forgetting why I shouldn't just stick my mace up your rear. I mean, you're a ghost, but I've been ghost to death before, so it's an option. Oh good, this looks like it's gonna be a weird little puzzle. Alright. Shrine. We got red. Blue. I wonder if it's different for this guy than it is for me. Red. Yellow. Primary colors are 1, 2, 3, red, yellow, and blue. Palm grease candle, mine. Alright, well that was easy. Next. I guess that's technically green, not yellow. Details, 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 details. Where's the other one? Over here? Just ignoring the skeletons unless they force my hand. Alright. So, boom, yellow. Blue. Yellow. Open sesame. Skull. Alright, man, we're coming to give you the things you can't even touch, but are somehow going to perform a ritual with. Got it. Hi there, Nick's Hound. You really want to go? You want to go? I just grabbed it still. It's a nice, quick one. Killed you. Moving on. Alright, let me just jump up here. I'm back. Here's your stuff.
Ah, you have the skull and candle. You want me to be impressed. You can gather small objects. Good for you. Now stand back while I perform the ritual.
And if you're not successful?
You doubt my skill? If it's any consolation, what's left of you won't take much effort to clean up. Me, I'm a ghost already, so it hardly matters.
Alright, let's do it.
Good for you. Prepare yourself.
Yeah. What a fun place. I really hope this is recording correctly. I was trying to fiddle with some effects. Couldn't get the sound to work in a different way than I already had it. I was hoping to try to change up some things so I could do some editing tricks with it, but yeah, well, it is what it is. So where am I going? Good, at least I don't have to go far. Well, for now. Sup?
Balreth is too powerful. Portals everywhere. We're doomed. Who are you? Where did you come from?
Never mind that. What's going on?
Trying to restrain Balreth. But Daedric portals keep opening. Those of us who've survived Balreth are being pulled down by cursed scamps.
You guys are getting your butts kicked by scamps? Oh, that's embarrassing. How can the portals be closed?
Take what's in this pouch. Throw it in the portals. I was supposed to, but my coming death prevents me. Find Magister Enuz when you're done. She should be north of here.
Got it. Running. Whee! Oh, scamps. Boo. Got portal. Closed. There. What you up here? No. I think there were some clan feeders in the first level, like in the tutorial level where I started. Yeah, nothing fancy. Alright, we're just gonna ignore that. Moving on. Hi there. Hey, you guys. Yeah, you guys. No. Seriously, these guys are getting beat by you? One over to my left. Yeah, there you are. I see. West portal. Boom. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And we're riding along. Gotta get this job done. Look, another portal. Phew, pocket sand. And we're done. Talk to the Magister. Whee! So you've just been hanging out over here, ignoring the problem? Yeah? You don't look so good. Sup?
You're not my acolyte. Where did you come from?
I'm here to help. Close the
Very
portals.
brave acolyte. Now listen. Marvos can't last much longer. He gained control of two powerful guardian attributes. They should be able to hold even Balreth. Ragebinder and Blaze, go to the braziers. Summon them and let this day be done.
Summon Atronox. Cool, we've got summoning that isn't holding out well. Let's summon more things. Perfect. Guardian Flamewell. Come. That's a cool looking take on the Flame Atronachs. I love how every Elder Scrolls game has a slightly different version. Wait. Yeah. Completed, summon a Guardian of the West. Yeah, alright, now it's working. And you come join the fight. Yeah, every one of the games has a slightly different take on the Atronachs, and I kind of like these ones. Get over here. Completed, summon a Guardian at the Eastern Flamewell. Dr. Mavos.
Excellent. The Guardians are here. Time to bind this creature.
What do I do?
Touch the altar. Balreth's power flows into the Guardians. He should be bound, or he might explode. Anyway, be prepared for anything, apprentice.
Got it. I guess he's gonna explode. Touch. Is that how you died?
So that's what happened. I remember many mages dying, and there was something about a shield spell. I grew weak, holding him in place. Then there was a bright light. Everything fades after that.
Balreth's power was imbued into a pair of mage-crafted guardians.
Yes, in the here and now, the Guardians must have been disrupted or destroyed. So it's simple. Fix the Guardians, and they'll draw Balreth's power back into them. Then you can bind or kill Balreth.
Got it. That's actually a nice set. And it's heavy armor. I do like my heavy armor. Better than what I've got. Alright. Equip. Nice, and now I've got 2 of those on, so weapon and spell damage plus maximum health increase. Alright. Steel Pauldron. Slightly better, but this one's ornate, so it's better to sell it. Hi. Oh, you came to watch.
Hurry, you must go quickly. It's true. I was cowering here, but I was hoping you would survive the entire time. Did you learn how to bind Balreth?
I did. Yes, I'm ready.
Ash Mountain. Go north to the mountainside. Garin Induril took troops there to deal with Balreth. They're still there if he hasn't killed them all. I'm not going to find out.
Alright. I'll find him and tell him I learned. You're not much help. Bye. Wish I could fast travel to that. And I could pick up another quest here. I'll have to remember that. I don't feel like doing it right now.
I must find him. I must.
So yeah, there's so many quests all over the place. I'm gonna be missing some just from the fact that there are just so many. I can't accept them all at once. And yeah. You know, this would be faster. Let's do this. Maybe not hugely faster, but still slightly faster. Oh, I have to go to my wrench over here. We're going. Hopefully everyone's not dead already. Hello, are you all dead yet? No?
Rumblings from the mountain have us all on edge. Balreth is up there somewhere. I hope you brought good news.
Yep, learned how to do it.
Excellent. My friend, you are an asset and blessing on the Pact. I sense the hand of the three here.
Cool. What are you going to tell me to do now?
Now we'll get things done. By Vivek, Balreth will be bound again.
You know what to do? The mages bash shackle Balreth with Guardian Atronachs.
The Atronachs? Well, that's bad. I banished them when I cast Father's spell.
How does that make you feel?
We were sure we could control the creature. Damn it. I suppose we'll have to summon them again, somehow.
And how do we do
They
that?
stood watch over Ash Mountain for centuries. All we need to do is grab their attention again. Kill Daedra, take their hearts, then burn them at the ruined altars. That should draw them out. Walks and Ash is waiting for you at the top. Good luck.
All
We'll
right.
hold the line here. Ensure that the Ashlands are safe. All of Stonefold is relying on you, my friend.
Why are the Daedra here?
Normally, Daedra only grudgingly come to Nirn, but Ash Mountain resonates with the magical echoes of Balreth's capture. That power and the heat of the lava draws them in, like moths to a flame.
Okay, you had to use the classic line. Alright. Why weren't you able to shackle Balreth?
Father, may have been overconfident. We broke the wards and, as you learned, dispelled the Guardians when we summoned Balreth to Darvin's watch. Father was sure I'd be able to replace them. I don't want to let him down.
Okay. We'll go do this. Restoring the Guardians, Daedra Hearts, anchors in the harbor. Okay, that's a different quest, so we just need to go that way. How do go up? How do? This way? Hopefully? More people. Not taking your quest right now, sorry. Goodbye. Gotta go fix the thing. Alright. This way. Hi there, Daedra. Come on. All you come at me. Let's get this done. Nah. Down and around. Give me your hearts. Give me your hearts. Come on, you're the ones that are stupid enough to come to the mortal plane. Get in the bag. Wrong way. Oh well. One of these times I'm going to use that correctly on something that isn't just a weak enemy or a dead enemy. I've used it in boss fights before. That one time I fought a world boss 1v1, I used my ultimate like 4 times before the boss went down. There we go, nice grouping. That'll make things easier. Come here, Scampy. Come here, Lily. Or, I guess you're scamps, not imps. Keep wanting to call them imps, but they're scamps. Come here, let's burn you. Alright. Hi. Let me kill you. Trade. Give me that. Oh, good. My last sacrifice. And you're dead. Give me that. Alright, summon and defeat Ragebinder, summon and defeat Blaze. Cool, so I gotta beat him into submission. Classics. Alright, where am I going? Where am I going? Up here? Ah, here. Hi. This should be interesting. Summoning bowl. Wake up.
Summon me.
Sup?
You will burn.
Don't care.
I yield. I will serve you for now.
Good, you learned your lesson. Get in the bag. Alright, where's the other one? All the way over there. How am I supposed to get to that? I don't remember astronauts being able to talk. That might have just been something I missed before. Alright, we're going all the way over here. Jump over, run past here. Don't care about you. Sucks for you. And dropping in. Hi. You finish your thing. Sony Bowl. Hi, you're work for me now. I know this may not be something you expected, but it's the truth, and you're going to. Come on. Wait anyway. Jibberty, that sounds like a very big I'll do it for now deal, and I don't trust you enough to get bored and scamper off. Destroying the Guardians. I gotta go over there. Where are we going? Horse. Thing. Dog. Whatever we are. Mount. Who rides? Who ride? Should keep an eye out just in case there's like some gems around here that can... Some sky shards might be hidden around this place somewhere. Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, don't care. I don't need any of you anymore for hearts or anything. Alright, a delve over here too. Man, there's so many delves and things I have to explore still. This game has tons of stuff. I think I mentioned that a few times now. What's up? I'm here.
The wind has carried you here with your scales unburnt. What do we do now?
If we defeat the Guardian Atronachs, I should be able to call them to us.
Oh, rain on my scales. We'll reforge the shackles Garn and his father destroyed. The brother of strife will be returned to his rest.
Let's do it.
Go carefully as you head west, my friend. I fear the storm clouds are thickest where ash meets the sea.
Is there anything else I need to know?
You are wise to ask, yes. I have brought your focus a totem that should help you in the trial ahead. It is a storm totem that will bring pure waters down on his blistering skin.
What will that do?
Balreth is an engine of fire and death. You'll need something to slow him down. Use the totem, slow him down, and your task should be much easier. But first, as you said, you'll need to summon the Guardians. Summon your scales, my friend.
Thank you. So considering the Guardians are also flame-based, I feel like this is going to be a double-edged sword deal. Alright, am I summoning them right here, or do I have to go run off to some other corner of the universe? Nope, right here? Sick. Doo-doo-doo. Get out here.
Finish this, and release me.
Got it. You two. Come on along.
Ah, Balreth. Again.
Yep. Again. Talk to Mabos. Hi, Mr. Ghostman.
Well, I see that my considerable investment in you wasn't a total waste.
So why are you hanging out here?
Our meeting at Othrenis left me curious and frustratingly conscious. Can you really imprison Balreth? Death has given me a certain perspective, and of course, I have time to indulge my curiosity.
Yeah, fair. The portal is open. Do you have any other advice?
Balreth's attacks have cost him power. You should defeat him while he's weak. Right now, I feel him moving in the caldera of the volcano, gathering strength from the lava flows there.
Alright, so we need to keep him away from lava.
Yes, although I doubt it will be easy. If he reaches a lava pool, Balreth will regain strength. There was something else. And don't let him light you on fire.
Classic.
Yes, that's something you should avoid.
Alright.
As you've seen, scamps love the fire and magical energy Balreth exudes. Be ready to deal with more of them below. Once we've destroyed his fiery shell, we'll be able to bind him again. This time, it will be for all eternity.
Alright. So I should kill him, is what you're saying. Yeah. Alright. Enter. Whee! Portal time! What is art? Great volcanoes, ash mountain, spews lava, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So which hide ancient and perilous secrets? You mean like the heart of Larkin? And several other things. Hi there, Balreth. What you doing, buddy? Want some water? Alright, you're gonna go in there. Do you heal or do you just charge up? Hi. Okay, so what do I need to do to really defeat this guy then? Use the Storm Talon. Totem. Yeah. That. No, you're not getting that far. Not this time. Complete. Done. Balreth. Contain the spirit. Contain.
Now, summon the Guardians. Punch Balreth. Did it. The Guardians are here. What are they waiting for?
Sorry, couldn't tell what you just said there. What?
Return to your purpose. Balreth cannot walk the world of mortals. You must cage him again.
We obey.
No, it's just them being a little...
Forgive us, Lord and Master.
Fulfill your ancient vows. Imprison Balreth.
I feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to. Yeah, okay. Maybe they did. How are they saying forgive us then?
You've done well for a mortal.
Alright, is it finished?
You've seen it yourself. Balreth, the brother of strife, is forever imprisoned. He's shackled to Ash Mountain. You did this. You did what took countless mages many attempts and failures. For a mortal, you're quite an impressive sort.
Yeah, you sure I should have just finished him?
You should thank me. You couldn't have done it without me. And you are welcome. Now go. Get out of here. This is no place for the living.
Cool. You should probably go back to your tomb or something. I don't know. Have fun being dead.
Balreth is bound forever. Let's return to Ash Mountain.
Return to Ash Mountain. Lovely little arena. Boom! Through the gate. Alright. Before I do anything, inventory's got plenty of space, good. Alright, we're talking with you apparently.
You've done the impossible. I was wise to see the stone in your spirit. Then again, I'm known for being wise.
Alright, we defeated him together.
Yes, Balreth is defeated. Argonians, Dunmer, and Nords working together. One might almost think we had formed a pact.
Dagon Morag. Ooh, one-handed sword. That's kind of nice. That's a Shulk exoskeleton piece for that. Alright. Yeah. Kind of like it. Alright, I can work with this. Plus I get a skill point out of this deal. Worth
Go
it.
carefully as you head west, my friend. I fear the storm clouds are thickest where ash meets the sea.
Alright, what are we doing now? What would you have me do?
Balreth is bound, but the Covenant still threatens the Ashlands. We've received word that a major offensive has washed up on shore to the west of Emerald. Pact and Covenant troops now fight to hold the land coral maze that is Vivek's antlers.
Vivek's antlers?
The Dark Elves see the coral as a gift from their living god Vivek. He saved them, they say, in the Akaviri War. Now that does not matter. The Pact military could use your skill and prowess in their fight.
Alright, I guess I'll go deal with that. In with the tide. So, some of these just quest chains are just really long quest chains of give you one quest, and then you get another one, then you get another one. But it looks like some of these longer quest chains really do pay off nicely. Because, yeah, I got a free skill point out of that. Plus some good equipment. Kitty. No fighting. Alright, that is worth equipping. There we go. What does that give me? Alright, improved critical chance, one more item, and I get weapon is spell damage plus gain minor heroism at all times while you are in combat. Improving ultimate. As soon as the unbound sword is forged using a bonus bar from the Great Brother of Strife, Balreth. Alright, cool. Cool. So that was that was a big quest chain. A lot of quests in this game are not like that. A lot of quests are just a one and done deal. Like a lot of the minor ones, they'll just pick up wherever you're going. Ebonheart Chateau, I think that's a house I could potentially purchase. Oh, right-clicking expands the map. Oh, right, just learned a thing. So, here's the map of one of the areas. I think this is the... Yeah, and then there's Clockwork City, Fargrave, the Deadlands, Artium, Apocrypha, Cold Harbor, Aivia. I think those are some of the Daedric places. So, but this is Tamriel. So, yeah, I'm on this little teeny patch of land over here in Tamriel. Somerset, yep, alright. Western Skyrim, Cragborn, Webb, Malabor, Verdenfell, Stone Falls, Solstice, Somerset Isle. Yeah, there is a lot here. Telvanni Peninsula. And I'm not quite sure if this is all the maps, honestly. So, nice. As you can see in this one little area, I've had a ton of other things already, and still have a ton more to do that I have not even touched on. So we're dealing with that over there. We got some more things to do over there. We've got more things to do over here. More things to do over here. I could do stuff for days. Probably years. So, especially if you can catch this game on sale, I would recommend catch the premium edition on sale. It's worth it, because you will get so much out of this if this is the sort of thing you enjoy. And there is a lot to this game. And you can play solo easily, you can play with others pretty easily. I'm more of a solo player myself, but as we all know, so yeah. I should probably look into putting out some of this stuff in my inventory at some point soon, but for now we're doing okay. Wait, Steel Sabotage, yeah, no, I want the magic stuff for that. So many things you can do in this game, and there are so many places I still have to explore. I need to go back to Devon's Watch because there's a bunch of quests I haven't completed here. I have to do that Harborage thing, which is the main quest. I still have tons of things here to do. Well, anyway, that's for a Fighters Guild quest. There's so much. Anyway, I should call it a night. Hit like, hit subscribe to keep up with the releases if you're new here and haven't done so already. Comments below what do you guys think about this game. Would you like to see more of it? I wanted to share this with you, just kind of give you an idea of the game itself and how it looks and what it handles like, and dive into it. But I could definitely do more of this. It's definitely not going to be like most of my other series where I do, from start to beginning, as you've seen. And it's going to be probably a bit more splotchy as I jump between quests and probably play between runs and all that. Between recording runs, that is. Nice thing is I can just go Way Shrine, boom, and over here. And I like this little constellation matchup thing that it does to do the teleport for the Way Shrine. Boom. And now we're over here. Didn't even have to walk all the way. Right click. Okay, so that's how I can do that. Oh, that'll make getting around a lot faster in the future. Learning things. I'm still pretty new to this game, so... No, this one costs a lot to travel too. Oh, wait, they're going down in cost over time, so it's costs a certain amount to use them fast pace. Got it. Interesting. Not like it matters to me. Gold's easy to get. Though I do need a lot because I have things I want to spend it on. Anyway, good night, everyone. Bye. Take care.